Hello everybody and welcome back to another gaming update video. First up we've got Killzone. This felt like a strange game to pick up, but I'm glad I did. It hasn't aged too well, but in saying that, for being a title from 2004, I did actually enjoy it and I can see why it was a bit of a hit back then. It really did capture the vibe of FPS titles from that era, and although I've never played it before, it really did appeal to my nostalgic side, which holds Call of Duty from that era in high regard. I played this as I wanted to play later games in the series, but I wanted to see where the series itself kicked off. Now, there's not an awful lot to say about it other than it's a solid early noughties FPS title with a short and sweet campaign, which actually could be extended if you play through it again as each different character, which is something I would recommend. Despite how linear the campaign is, it does have little differences when you play as each of the four characters, which is something I feel was quite unique for this genre of game back from the time in 2004. Next we've got Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, after completing, platinuming and enjoying Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I had high hopes for Origins, but I was let down fairly quickly. In Syndicate I'd felt like they'd really nailed the combat and the parkour as well was fairly good, but with Origins they completely changed the combat and for me it just didn't feel like Assassin's Creed. It took me a long time to get to grips with it and it made the initial hours of the game an absolute slog. I'm not ashamed to admit that I even turned the difficulty down so that I could concentrate more on enjoying the story and getting frustrated with the combat. After that I started to enjoy the game a lot more. There was plenty to do away from the main story and you sort of had to do the side quests because the enemies at higher levels really were difficult to beat if you weren't equipped accordingly. The setting was lovely to look at and there was some very pretty scenery, but the map was also stupidly vast with large portions of it having absolutely nothing in it and also having no real meaning in the game. I get that it's set in Egypt and there are deserts etc, but I feel like they were just put there because, not for an actual reason. All in all though, a decent game, but I didn't really feel like I was playing Assassin's Creed for the vast majority of it. Last but not least for this video we've got Astro Bot. Now what an excellent game this was from start to finish. So many nods to PlayStation over the years in this game, so much attention to detail. It is absolutely incredible. So much so that a lot of it is probably lost on me, but for anyone who really knows their PlayStation history and the games that go with it, there are probably some really cool and intriguing nods as well as Easter eggs in this game. It looks phenomenal, sounds brilliant, and it's an absolute blast to play. Don't let its colourful and joyful nature fool you though. There are some pretty damn hard levels in here, some that will really test your anger resilience. I did well in that sense until the final level in the game when I was very close to cracking under the pressure and being quite angry with it. I managed to get a platinum here and I'm probably going to head back in to get the DLC stuff done as well, but I highly recommend giving this a try if you haven't yet, especially if you're a lover of platformers.